Rise up now the morning and light it. Rise up and chill out, I was striking. Anytime I see weed, me excited. I'm smoking. Them say try for stop, but why fight it? Anyway, I sell, me go and find it. It's not bad for me if I like it. I'm smoking. Talk who you want, me no cater. Weed make me feel so good. The Kaba make it feel like a greater. Don't call me, I'm smoking. First to the face here, the voice, and you don't know, say a kogency for the kogency reacts channel. And today we have a video that I have been waiting to react to for a long time. The shooting of London gangster Chris Kaba, the inside story. You know, Chris Kaba aka Itch from 6'7". Now 17 minutes of, I guess, because I saw like pictures of like, I guess, the night of the shooting that got them to be investigated and led the armed feds to then go and look for Chris to then shoot him, you know, in the whole mix-up thing. So well, I think we're going to have the whole, you know, breakdown of everything that happened and everything that played a part in this, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? No stone left unturned. So let's just jump into it, man, because, you know, especially this is a very, like, touchy subject, you know, just a very, you know, it's like so many blurred lines when something like this goes on. So the more information we get, you know, the more we can understand, you know what I mean? So let's just like the video. Let's jump into the comments, you know, tell me what you think, tell me what you want to see me react to next. Timestamp a part in the video that stood out to you, timestamp a part that, you know, is interesting to you. I will talk about it in the comments, and most importantly, subscribe. The subscribe account just go up and 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 up, and it's a pleasure. Yes, sir. Just subscribe to me. Yeah. Subscribe. Let's jump into the video.
Huddled at the bar in Oval Space, a hangar-style venue in Bethnal Green, East London, two balaclava-clad
Bethnal Green, East London. So the man them travel guy east and go still mash up the place, bro. It's like, bro, you can't. It's like, why we can't just behave?
A hangar-style venue in Bethnal Green, East London, two balaclava-clad men ordered drinks. It was 4 a.m. on August 30th, 2022, and the Red Cup party, billed as an after-party to Notting Hill Carnival, had entered its final hour.
Oh.
One of those masked men was Chris Kaba, a member of 6'7", a notorious street gang based in Brixton Hill. Are you ready for the big game? But
Yo, what kind of ads this? The man them bring in the ads quickie. Bombat. Jano, Express, if you want, you see, just let me know.
/OC
Express, link up, sponsor Kogency Reacts channel, and I will make you talk your ads them for free. Not for free, not for free. No, not for free. But you see it. You see it.
TV today. The 1,500 revellers paid little attention to Kaba and Conal Bamboy, a music producer and 6'7" associate. A third friend entered along with them, Marcus Pottinger. He was a
Hold on. I see that guy in mad
and
music
Conal
videos.
Bamboy, a music producer and 6'7" associate. A third friend entered along with them, Marcus Pottinger. He was a valuable ally because he had previously worked at the club. The men consumed nitrous oxide in the queue before some were frisked by door staff. Pottinger embraced former colleagues, then breezed past security with a handgun stashed in a bag. As the
What?
masked duo skulked on the dance floor, Kaba clocked a man named Brandon Malucci, a 25-year-old who was believed to belong to 1-7, a rival gang from Wandsworth Road. A fourth member of the 6'7" group, Shemaiah Bell, known as Bones because of his dog bone-shaped necklace, passed the bag to Kaba. He slipped his hand into a glove and gripped the gun. CCTV footage caught the moment the positivity turned into pandemonium when Kaba opened fire and a bullet hit the victim's left leg.
Bro, what?
TV footage caught the moment
Bro,
the positivity turned into pandemonium when
the thing is,
CCTV footage
him see him a coming up, bro. Like, I know him see him. I know he sees him. Yo.
caught the moment.
But the thing is, like, when you see him a walk come, like, if you just start run and him never did do something, then it would have looked. But then if you stand there and get shot, then you just get shot and oh god.
The positivity
But that's it's like sometimes just yo, look at these two guys just dancing
turned
right
into
here, bro. Them just a dance and shut a fire. Well, them don't know
TV
still.
footage caught the moment the positivity turned
and them a rifle walk while Chris is actually walking with a not a rifle, but him a walk with a something right up to him and shot the man in him leg, dog.
into pandemonium when Kaba opened fire and a bullet hit the victim's left leg.
Look at the guy turning around as well.
Pandemonium when
Him see when him like him turn around, him hear the cut, him see, and then him look at this guy in the black right here.
Kaba opened
He looked and he see say him do it, bro, and him just watch him.
fire and a bullet hit the victim's left leg. As fellow clubbers darted for cover, the victim fled the club. Kaba chased him down the street and allegedly fired 3 more bullets, one of which pierced the man's right leg. He collapsed on the pavement and Kaba is said to have left in a hired Range Rover. The victim was filmed in remarkable CCTV footage, staggering over to a parked car while blood drips from his wounds. He ultimately survived the shooting and was taken to hospital. He discharged himself and refused to cooperate with detectives. Kaba's group had arrived in an
Bro, what? What? Bro, this is like the first time I'm seeing like this type of in-depth CCTV breakdown of everything. The man them have from them enter, from him friend walking with the the bag, and then who give him the bag, and then make him know say yo, such man they over there say, and then yo.
As fellow clubbers darted for cover, the victim fled the club. Kaba
Look at
as
him
fellow clubbers
fixing it in his
darted
hand.
for
Look.
cover, the victim
Look right here, sir.
fled the club.
Bro, it's like him take it out and then put it back in as well.
Kaba chased him down the street and allegedly fired 3 more bullets, one of which pierced
Wow, see him there? I chase a man down and
the
I
man's
shoot him
right
again.
leg. He collapsed on the pavement and Kaba is said to have left in a hired Range Rover. The victim was filmed in remarkable CCTV footage.
Bro, he's just walking around like everything crisp, like everything cool.
Hired Range Rover. The victim was filmed in remarkable CCTV footage, staggering over to a parked car while blood drips from his wounds. He ultimately survived the shooting and was taken to hospital.
Yo, and then look how wet his leg is with the blood, fam. Oh my god.
Charged himself and refused to cooperate with detectives.
Wow.
Kaba's group had arrived in an Audi Q8 driven by Shemaiah Bell, who returned to the area the next day to pick it up. He would later drop it off at the home of Chris Kaba. 5 days later, late in the evening on September 4th, witnesses heard gunshots near a primary school in Brixton. Later, a woman reported seeing 4 men wearing balaclavas exiting a vehicle. One had a very large shotgun stuffed down his trousers. Police were dispatched but couldn't find anyone that had been injured. No firearm had been recovered either. The suspects reportedly changed their clothes and escaped in 2 clean vehicles. However, a witness took down the number plate for one of the cars and alerted the police.
Yo, I'm in such just like disbelief of how like, bro, this is like a movie.
The car? A blue Audi Q8. The following day, now September 5th, Kaba visited his mother in Peckham and the pair had dinner.
Oh wow.
At 7 p.m, firearms officers were briefed at the start of their 12-hour shift. They were told about the Brixton shooting, how the gun was still outstanding, and that their suspects were at large. A police firearms marker had been placed on the Audi Q8. police intelligence indicated a ride-out, that the gang were looking for enemies with intent to cause them harm. Later that evening, Kaba said he was going to visit a friend. He hugged his mother and set off in the Audi. It would be the last time she would see him alive.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So I'm just trying to piece this together as the shooting happened at the club. Maybe a retaliation shooting happened. Or they pulled up trying to do something. I guess nobody never ended up getting hurt. And now Chris has to retaliate for the retaliation. So that night as well, them did a plan another ride out. Because that's what they just said. They was planning another ride out. Where is it? Where him say it? Just right here so a while ago. But let's continue.
At 9:51 p.m, a firearms officer sitting in the back of an unmarked Volvo named Alpha spotted the Audi driving towards them in Camberwell. He informed his two colleagues of what he had seen and beckoned them to get in the car. He had recognised the number plate circulating at the briefing.
Oh, wow.
At 9:55 p.m, a firearms incident was declared. The officers were unaware of the driver's identity when they began the silent follow. An armed response vehicle named Foxtrot was stationed in Streatham Hill and ready to join the three-car convoy. The operational firearms commander gave directions of the tactic and enforced stop with extraction. Some officers believed the driver did not know he was being pursued, but his convoluted route suggested that he was aware. Their suspicions proved correct.
His convoluted route? Bro, what does convoluted mean?
Believed the driver did not know he was being pursued, but his convoluted route suggested that he was aware.
I guess him take a lot of turns.
Their suspicions proved correct. At 9:57 p.m, Kaba phoned his friend and said, "Listen one sec, I think there are police behind me." Dashcam footage showed Kaba turning right off Brixton Hill onto New Park Road. Moments later, he turned left into Kirkstall Gardens, where police marksman Martin Blake and two colleagues were stationed in the marked car.
Wow, so him turned right into them trap. Oh my God. He was probably better just jumping out in the ends and running or something, but I guess he never wanted, or whatever. I don't
Park
know.
Road. Moments later, he turned left into
New Park Road. Well, it depends on where on New Park Road him there, I guess. But New Park Road is where their main estate is, I guess.
Brixton Hill onto New Park Road. Moments later, he turned left into Kirkstall Gardens, where police marksman Martin Blake and two colleagues were stationed in the marked car.
Oh, and there's an unmarked one. Followed him.
Martin Blake and two colleagues were stationed in the marked car. By now, 6 police vehicles and a helicopter with night vision recording ability had joined the tactical operation.
Yo! Nah. All a helicopter joined. What?
An officer in the car behind Kaba gave the instruction, "We're going to do it here. In line, in line, in line." The ARV emerged from behind a white Tesla and drove forward while the unmarked Volvo boxed Kaba in from behind. One marksman got out of the unmarked police car and tried to open the Audi's front passenger door, but found it was locked. Video showed him striking the front passenger side window with the barrel of his semi-automatic gun to get a reaction from the driver. Kaba's right arm was seen on the steering wheel while his left arm shielded his head. Officers shouted, "Armed police, show us your hands," as they surrounded the Audi.
So you can clearly see both of his hands are like this. He's just trying to drive and get out.
Kaba tried to escape, driving forward into a gap between a marked armed police vehicle and a parked white Tesla, but became wedged. He then reversed and hit an unmarked police car. The scene was fraught and frantic, as seen in the footage released to the media last week. At 10:07 p.m, 2 marksmen raised their SIG Sauer semi-automatic. 10:07 p.m, 2 marksmen raised their SIG Sauer semi-automatic carbines in the same second. But it was Blake who fired a single shot, which pierced the windscreen and struck Kaba in the forehead. It was the first.
Wow. So he literally just like, he was, this is what I'm assuming. He was like, we're not going to let this guy get away. Because he's just going to keep going forward and going back until he forges away and just drives off. So what I think the cop was saying is just, hey, if someone's going to do it, I'm going to do it. That's what I think he was saying. Because he's obviously trying to get away. He's not going to stop reversing and going forward until he gets out. So the cop was like, he's going to make a decision.
First time since joining the firearms team in 2016 that he had fired at a suspect. Officers performed CPR and Kaba was taken.
Is his first time?
It was the first time since joining the firearms team in 2016 that he had fired at a suspect.
Oh, wow.
Officers performed CPR and Kaba was taken to hospital where he died at 12:12 a.m. The Met referred itself to the Independent Office for Police Conduct, IOPC, which sent investigators to the scene. The police watchdog would later launch a murder investigation against the marksman who pulled the trigger. The case has divided the public in the UK, with strong opinion on either side of the fence. Many hold sympathy with the police and the huge...
But then, alright, look at this right here though. It's like, man. I don't think he could have gotten out of that though. The thing is, I guess, yeah, he wasn't going to stop going forward and back. I guess he wasn't going to come out of the car either. He was surrounded by them. I was still just trying to go, you know what I mean?
On either side of the fence. Many hold sympathy with the police and the huge decisions they have to make in a split second. Others point to a sinister pattern emerging when it comes to the victim demographic of police shootings. Since 2005, 4 men who were unarmed at the point they faced armed police have been shot dead by the Met in non-terrorist operations. They are Kaba, Jermaine Baker in 2015, Mark Duggan in 2011 and Azelle Rodney in 2005. All were black, a fact that is significant for some and coincidental for others.
Alright, but the only thing I can say about Chris and Mark Duggan is like those two guys were known to be on road. I don't know about Jermaine Baker and Azelle Rodney, but you know. So you have to say those things play a part into those situations as well.
The court case against Martin Blake brought additional details to the public domain about the intelligence police had on Kaba. The year before he was killed, Kaba was released from custody after being sentenced to 4 years in a young offenders institution for possession of an imitation firearm with intent to cause fear of violence. Kaba fired a sawn-off shotgun outside a party in Canning Town, East London in the early hours of December 30th, 2017. No one was hurt. He was sentenced at Snaresbrook Crown Court in January 2019. This was one of 6 criminal convictions. His first, aged 13, was for possession of a kitchen knife after a large fight. In June 2012, he was handed a youth referral order.
From 30, that means if him just get catch with a knife at 30, him probably been doing them something from like 11, 10.
To that year in October, he was convicted of wounding with intent and sentenced to 2 years in a young offenders institution.
What?
A burglary conviction for steaming, a term used to describe mass theft or shoplifting a mobile phone shop in 2013, resulted in a youth rehabilitation order.
And that didn't work.
In August 2015, Kaba and 3 friends, including Bamboy, were involved in a gang-motivated knife attack. A well-known rival who relentlessly taunted 6'7" in rap videos was targeted in Carphone Warehouse on Streatham High Road. Witnesses described the scene as a bloodbath. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds and a broken arm. On his
So who is that? They said someone who taunted them in music videos relentlessly. They got him down with a knife, dog chain and belts in broad daylight at a Carphone Warehouse on Streatham High Road. Who is that? Who is that? Who was taunting them relentlessly in music videos and got done up in broad daylight?
Warehouse on Streatham High Road. Witnesses described the scene as a bloodbath. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds and a broken arm. On his 19th birthday, Kaba participated in an unlicensed music event in Romford, located in East London. During the event, tensions escalated, resulting in Kaba being stabbed in the abdomen amidst a confrontation. As he attempted to flee the scene, Bamboy and another individual were shot. Medical personnel attended to Kaba's injuries, but he declined to assist with the police inquiry. The fact is...
What? So the man attended an unlicensed music event in Romford, wherever Romford is, and I guess it wasn't his place or his people, because him and his people end up getting shot and stabbed. He got stabbed and his friends got shot.
Boy and another individual were shot. Medical personnel attended to Kaba's injuries.
Oh, wow. At his own 19th birthday. Oh, when gang rivals attacked. Okay. So why the voice never said that? I never even read this because I thought the voice was telling me everything I needed to know.
But he declined to assist with the police inquiry. The factors that led Kaba into a life of crime remain unclear. He was raised by his Congolese parents alongside his younger brothers in various residences throughout southeast London. Family members characterized him as lively and noted that he frequently took his siblings to football matches. Friends described him as a humorous individual who had the ability to light up a room. At the time of his passing, Kaba was reportedly residing in a halfway house and employed in the construction industry. He was also expecting to become a father. However, in April 2022, the mother of his child secured a domestic violence protection order against him, which was enforced for a duration of 28 days.
Oh, wow.
Their daughter was born in the autumn. Prosecutors described Kaba as a core member of the group 6-7, which claimed to be at the forefront of UK drill music, a rap genre that originated in Chicago, United States during the early 2010s. Kaba was known in the music scene by the name Mad Itch or Itch.
Yo,
drill music is often marked by its provocative and at times violent lyrics set against trap-style beats, with artists frequently expressing bravado or recounting their lived experiences and criminal activities. The music videos produced by 6-7 have amassed millions of views on YouTube, and in 2016 they received a nomination for the Best Newcomer Award at the MOBO Awards. However, despite this recognition, the court was later informed that 6-7 operated as an organised crime network that utilised social media to showcase their illegal lifestyles. They were reported to have access to weapons, manpower and funds from drug activities. The primary currency of 6-7 was described as violence, both group and individual violence involving firearms and knives. Their reputation and status have always relied on the promotion and public display of their violent actions.
Oh, wow.
Drug trafficking constituted a significant portion of 6-7's income, and the gang was involved in county lines operations, with several members having been convicted of drug and firearms-related crimes.
True.
Back in Streatham Hill, as news spread of a young black man being shot dead by the police, recriminations grew when the IOPC confirmed that no weapon had been found in his car. Activists mobilised and the #Justice for Chris Kaba campaign was born. A week after Kaba's death, detectives linked the Audi to the Oval Space nightclub shooting. 6 suspects, including Bang Boy, Bell and Pottinger, were arrested over a 6-week period.
Wow.
It's understood.
Oh, so I guess the other 3 is Scribs, Bams, and Mental K. Because they say 6, and them have the first 3 here, and then those are the other 3 guys that's arrested right now. Well, maybe for something else, but I think it's for the same thing.
And Pottinger were arrested over a 6-week period. It's understood that the Met knew about the blue Audi Q8 in May 2022 when it was involved in a shooting in Bromley, South London. The car was used to collect a shotgun before 2 men were shot in the legs. The named insured driver, who was not Kaba, played an active role in the shooting and was still at large while another male had been arrested. The incident was logged and the tactical firearms officer was said to be aware of the link as they pursued Kaba on that fateful day.
Oh, wow.
Bell and Pottinger remained silent during police interviews. Bamboy accepted that he visited the club but denied any knowledge of a gun or the shooting. When they stood trial at the Old Bailey in November 2023,
Wow.
the jury was told that Kaba had played a leading role in the shooting. He was named as a co-conspirator on the indictment, and prosecutors said he would have been tried had he been alive. However, a court order has prevented the media from reporting this until after the trial of Martin Blake. Pottinger and Bell were found guilty of wounding with intent. All three men were convicted of possession of a firearm with intent to cause fear of violence. The trio were all cleared of attempted murder. 3 other men were acquitted of the charges against them. Bell was jailed for 10 years. Pottinger received a 9-year term, while Bamboy was sentenced to 5.5 years.
Damn.
During the trial of Martin Blake...
So is it that what he said helped him, or did he say more? Because I how him get only 5. And them other 2 men, they get basically 10.
Bamboy was sentenced to 5.5 years. During the trial of Martin Blake, the jury heard how Blake was from a middle-class background, a vicarious reader who first worked in finance before joining the Met to escape a desk job. In court, Blake relied in part on a defense that so stressful and rapid were the events that some of his errors were the result of a psychological phenomenon called perceptual distortion, which leads to errors in memory. He was found not guilty after a 3-year deliberation and walked out of the Old Bailey as a free man.
Oh, wow.
When drawing conclusions from the story, one must consider, is Kaba's criminal past relevant? An imperfect victim is still a victim. Why should young black men have to be squeaky clean to escape police brutality? After all, he was shot in the head by an institution that is meant to protect civilians. That said, Kaba's criminal history is relevant. It offers the best explanation for why he behaved the way he did. He didn't pull over when he was told to by the police because he was a wanted criminal and did not want to face the consequences of his actions.
Yeah.
Nor were police officers following Kaba out of racial animosity. The Audi he was driving was used as a getaway car in a shooting in Brixton the previous night. The police...
Literally the previous night. So that was like the previous night, bro. That car is like past hot, bro. That car is scorching, bro. That car is lava, bro. What you shouldn't be touching that. That car should probably be on fire right now, bro. If we're going off of like drill terms and like the drill, you know what I'm saying?
Was used as a getaway car in a shooting in Brixton the previous night. The police, in following him, were doing their job. They were faced with a driver who refused to stop and instead used the car to ram others out of the way. The case may at least lead to some legal reform. Last year, firearms officers went on strike due to concerns that the authorities are too ready to pursue them for using force. Officers, they said, did not feel confident that they would be properly supported. This lack of confidence may ultimately put the public at risk if firearms officers are hesitant to willingly place themselves in scenarios where force may become necessary. Reform is therefore most welcome.
But yo, oh my gosh. Oh wow. What a video. Let me like the video. What a video. Yo, what the hell? What's going on with my screen? What a video. Oh man. Oh, that really show you like, what would you do in that situation if you were that armed officer? You know what I mean? And then we know why he wasn't stopping. Like, he knows that he's been doing the mad thing recently. Like, it's been going off recently. So it's like, and the thing is, bro, he had a song a long time ago where he said, went jail 3 times, I ain't going back for nobody, no one. He said that, bro, and it's just, is kind of like eerie and scary to how sometimes like the lyrics just find a way how to play out into real life. You know what I mean? Because he meant that. You saw it in the video, bro. He was not trying to stop. He was going to ram that car until he got out of there, bro. He was not stopping. Wow. And then, you know, the armed officers feel, you know, unprotected because they're like, bro, you sent us out there to go and arrest these guys that are outside doing the mad thing, and when we go, they're willing to do the mad thing to us, you know, even drive us, run us over. And, you know, I guess the guy's saying, you know, he's about to run me over, like neutralize the target. I don't know. I'm trying to think about what Martin Blake would have been saying. But then they found him not guilty, so I guess they didn't have a problem with what he did in the end anyway. They found a way to prove that the force was needed. But that's still such a... It's like you leave them with no... It's either him I go shoot you or make you run away, bro. And then if he make you run away, and then, you know, you go do even more mad things, then people gonna say, oh, why did you let him get away? But then when he did it, people's like, oh my God, why did you do it? But it's like, it's such a messed up situation to be in the first place. It's like, he's probably never even dealt with a arrest situation like that, where he's telling someone, he's pointing, like, not only him, but his colleagues. There's probably like 6, 7, 8 of them there pointing their guns at him, telling him, yo, stop, get out the car, and he's not listening. He's probably never even seen that before. So he's like, yo, how do we get this guy to stop? How do we stop him? How do we neutralize the threat, the target? How do we... Yeah? And then on top of it, when they go read through his previous convictions and what he's known for and what he did and things he didn't get caught for as well, because I'm sure they have information on almost everything that they're doing. Is just what they get caught for. They put in, you know, the papers and news, but there's like, you know, things, what they call it, through the grapevine, or like just street stories of stuff that happened that no one got arrested for, but they know he did it, or his friends, or he was a part of it. So all of that plays a part into it, bro. All of that plays a part into it. So, but it was just very interesting to see this video, you know, because I've never seen this side of it. You know, we just hear, oh, Ray, you know, crazy mad thing going, but I've never seen him actually walk up to the guy in the club and just blam him in the leg right there, and then run him down outside and blam him in the leg again. Bro, like, that's insane. That's insane. That's insane. And then he's just walking up and down outside like nothing, and then driving in the car that's been active for like, the car just been active, been involved in multiple things, and it's just, yeah, man, crazy, bro, crazy story. So let me know what you guys think about this story. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you don't like it. Let me know what else you want to see me react to in the comments below. Trigonometry Gang, Phone Reason Gang. Timestamp your favorite part in the video, the most interesting part, a part that stood out to you. Just timestamp any part in the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe account go up and up and up. Subscribe to me, Kogency, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Rise up now the morning and light it. Rise up and chill out, I was striking. Anytime I see weed, me excited. I'm smoking. Them say try for stop, but why fight it? Anyway, to sell me, why find it? It's not bad for me if I like it. I'm smoking. Talk where you want, me no cater. Weed make me feel so good. The Kaba make it